Hello and welcome back to another run of my blind playthrough of Monster Train. We just got our asses handed to us with Awoken plus Umbra. I'm wondering if that concept really works with the tank. I don't want to throw things out of the window, but this year the Root Seeds and Wildenton, together with a couple of the shade splitters, might be what we are looking for. So we're starting, let's see, Seraph, friendly units enter with Zap. Okay, that's nasty. So we're having a stat booster, we're having more morsels that are effectively stat boosters, and then we do have restore health and draw next turn. Okay. Let's see what artifact we're dealing with. When you play a spell in hand that costs less, when you play a spell, spells in hand that cost less are reduced to 0. That can be helpful to deal with mana problems. So we could either play a Sting deck and get stronger with every thing we're playing, or we're letting him be the backline, apply rooted to the attacked units and sweep. But then it's the question, how do we make Wildenton stronger, right? So here he occupies 3 spaces. That's not something to take lightly. I will say though that I like the root a lot. That will protect our fire quite a bit. We just need to find a way of dealing with the obvious tank problem. We'll make our stand up here. Kill this guy. And make him stronger, I suppose. We can use you next round for another train conductor. Fantastic. Comes in and gets a couple of morsels. Draw more next turn. And that will give us more to summon next turn. We got extra 50. Very good. These little root seeds, we need to make them free. And then we will draw a lot of cards. Like the idea of that. He will not be able to leave, so that's good. More root seeds. Might as well put him here. And then a couple of morsels. And that's really it. Majorly enhanced. Kill this guy. Damage shield. Life steal, that should help us a lot. And down here, we're just going to get more Ember. Okay, cool. Well, we're not quite there yet. Look at that. There we go. Fantastic. Good. What are we going to do? The idea of the deck will be that we're applying rooted and sweep. So he is sort of keeping them there, but I need some and we are drawing a lot of cards, so we need to make that cheaper. But we need a stronger unit, something that can just substantially deal more damage. Nothing of that would help. Space Prison, on the other hand, is good. That's always good. Good. We immediately need to start getting the spells down so that we can buff up. This could be a frontline character, but it is three big as well. This here is a safe pick. Reduce costs. We have just a lot of stuff. I mean, I'm wondering if I just double dipped into that whole upgrading thing. Damage, upgrade, fine. Reroll. Continue to get the root seeds. And the assaults are now working well. Purge a card. We're starting to remove the train stewards. And we start with 10 armor. Does that matter for our deck? We keep them rooted. It matters insofar as they will be much more tanky, but I think we can take it. Sweep. Monster Master. They are our first 2 damage shields and more damage. Okay. More to play next turn. I think we're continuing to buff him up. Want to get the money here. Three, 5. Might as well tank so that we can build up a train steward. That's at least dealing 10 points of damage. It's better than nothing. More space up here will be helpful. This sucks, but I need the extra damage. Okay. He's not quite dead, but he cannot leave. Gotta be careful, these two scale very much. $30 points of damage. Well, that's enough to kill him, and it will overall make this more palatable. Good. Let's just see what we can get. Damage shield would be nice. Don't have that upstairs. And I should always play the most expensive cards first, because that means the other ones will be way cheaper, right? Right. Good damage shield. We're doing well. Put up another good question. We put up another trained sword, I suppose, just to upgrade the damage here. And make us a bit stronger. The healing is a problem, so we need to access the back line. Wonderful. Bit of a damage shield, and we're good. This will come in super handy. And more room. And this could be our backline, multi-strike 2. 3 good cards. As much as I want to duplicate something, I don't believe we need to. Let's upgrade the multi-striker. 13-3 is good. And if there's anything that we need endless supply of, damage shield 3 could be interesting as well. So before we're taking anything, there's still a card that we can take. This could become a tank. Comes in with damage shield, has sweep, therefore deals quite a bit of damage. And we can either re-roll and just let him be, or we're putting endless. It's a bit of a waste to put endless on him, to be entirely honest. I much rather do something like that. Then he has spikes, enough hit points, and the multi-striker gets plus 25 so that we can stack the plus 10 attack minus 2 hit point on her. We could get an artifact, apply daze to an enemy when they enter the pyre room. Sure, we're picking that up. A little bit lucky there. Essentially gives our pyre 1 free strike. Water Master, and can we kill something? Yes, we can. That bomb will do nothing, right? He spawns and deals 10 damage to front unit. Yes, it de facto doesn't do anything. More damage, even more damage in card draw, and we're straight up taking about 12 damage here. Anything with 2 spells? No. Okay. So, multi-strike into making her very, very powerful. That into that. Into one skill here. Plenty of damage shield. 4 damage shield will be super good. And I'm just applying root seeds to the multi-attacker now. Heal 25, and with that everything else becomes 0 cost. That's good. That is a lot of power for next turn, so we will be able to play whatever we want. End of turn. Heal into everything else free again. You and the root seeds. Lots of life heal, and we don't want the train steward. Might as well just put him down there. Good. Razor sharp edge. We are dealing 120 damage. She's definitely going to carry. That's a kill. Into a little bit more hit points. Draw cards next turn. I like it. Okay, well. Here we go. Heal him up, and that will be enough to completely kill them. Very good. We don't need to do that. We just kill him. Okay. Okay, we are not playing spikes. We could use quick for the triple strike. That will save a lot of damage. And we need more space, which was to be expected. Removal, health, and oh, that's a good combination. We're not having enough money to make anything else worthwhile. Let's finally get rid of the train of stewards. Stings are good. And that's just rebuffing. I like it. What do we want to do with our guy? So We could do strike, apply rooted to one unit, that is Strangler 2. It's just better stats. 2050 is not too bad. We can't use sting spells on top of it, that will make the deck just too convoluted. We're going with the whole rooting route and just better stats. Spell shields, we have a lot of things that we're playing onto the enemies. I mean, the Antumbras, yes. But other than that, we're pretty much self-sufficient, so we can actually try to do it. Monster Master. More damage here. And okay, for now. This will give us the 75. This will allow us to play a lot more next turn. Very good. Space Prism up here. That means we can put the multi-striker on top. Without risking her to be killed. Then our front line gets a lot stronger. Train Servant comes in, and to be fair, might as well try to get rid of the shields. Make the room bigger, even bigger. Heal up. Triple strike into more damage into get a better front line. All right, and we don't have a 2-cost card, so we can't reduce the cost. Make her quick. That is definitely worth it. More card draw the next time. And we're slowly losing the second floor. So with that triple stacking, we have successfully managed to really get a lot of damage up here. And I think that's fantastic, but it comes at the price of the middle floor eventually falling. Our main problem always has been with that type of deck that we're playing here, that we didn't have enough power on the last floor to get them down, right? Healing. More card draw next turn. And he's just going to kill. Good, now all of them are dying. And now we're even dealing 20 points of damage. Good. Boss is dead. Thanks to Triple Strike. We don't have a drawing problem, so we're okay with that deck here. If we were to duplicate a card, what would that be? Likely the Animus. So getting a second Animus would be really good. Reducing spell cost would be good as well, but here we have an artifact that's okay, that's an easy choice. Damage dealer duplicated. Units have an extra slot to upgrade, that's an easy choice as well. This is neat, but not needed for us. No, I think we're just going to leave. Take that. Take that. Space Prism up here. A little bit extra damage up, a little bit extra stats up there. And we kind of finished the enemies right away. I like that. Getting our damage dealers in. Even getting 75. Morsel Master. Yes, please. He will die unless we find a way. 2, 4, 6, 12. Need to kill one of them anyway. You are blocking. We're still dead. Oh, these guys now have 4. Oh, they gain +2 for every spell cast. No, 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 that's not good. We're not casting any more spells there. Tank is gone. We need something. Train conductor is sort of better than nothing. Heal up, but makes everything else free. Two damage shields for the front will be very, very helpful. More hit points here. More damage here. Okay. Don't want to play too much because that just buffed up everybody. lifesteal into lifesteal. Into more damage here. And I don't want to play anything because that will continue to buff them up. Heal into kill. Eat damage shields. More damage here, and she will need to be on her own. Luckily we upgraded the health a little bit, so that this is actually going to work reasonably well. That into that, into that, into quick, into more stats, into Umbral Assault. Gotta be careful with the boss. Don't want to give him too much. And more damage shields, perfect. He does have life steal, so that sucks. We're not going to do anything, we're just going to let it play out. Nope, nothing of that. And damage shields are nice. +3 uncommon morsels, but our deck is already full-ish. What I would want to do is definitely more buff, like Razor Short Edge. So for now we're saving the money. Likely this side. Card removal, and didn't we get the third upgrade? Yeah, maybe we're actually going this side. Yeah, we're doing that. Train Steward goes out. And we're slimming the deck down, so we don't need as many all of the duplicates. This could turn out to be neat if we slay an enemy with that. The other option is this, into just having a lot of pyre at one turn, and then it's 200 gold. I think we're trying that for once. I don't have a lot of confidence that with 2 points of damage will be enough. So which of the units could we make large and it would be meaningful? This here would be nice. Could do one of the animuses. Let's think a little bit more about that. So we're getting one definitely upgraded with attack power. Then we do have a damage shield. This guy comes in with damage shield 3 already. 6 will not make that much of a difference. It will make a difference, but not that much. However, if we make him big, he might actually sustain a bit longer. This is 20 points of damage and 80 hit points. I think that's fine. He's oftentimes alone on his on his track. Could go with an Animus and Endless. Of course, now in hindsight it's 2020, right? Having him with Endless would have been even a bit better. But an Animus with Endless has a certain set of advantages. We can also put her into the second floor. If she dies, things aren't that bad. And the Morsa Master, I mean, just for shits and giggles, damage shield 6 isn't bad. Like I said, we wanted to clean up the deck a little bit. 23 is still a lot. I would like to take one root seed out. Okay, let's go. A lot of money, so that was good. Felt good to buy all of that stuff. Okay, a bit of a slow start, but we're getting there. Triple multi-strike. Is this the big one? Is this the one that grew large? No, that's just the normal one. Fantastic. Space Prism up here. Life steal and a little bit more of that. More to make a right up there. Oh, when we play those, that does not trigger the split anvil. When you play a spell, okay, yeah, that was not a spell. Those cards are just nasty, man. Good, we need more cards next turn. We apply Quick to her. And we're taking a little bit more fire down. My logic is, let's just set it up right instead of taking too much fire damage for characters that go through. 3 and 5. Finally, for the first time, we're not having any fire damage. Fantastic. Damage shield, yes please, thank you. Spell enhancer into bit of that. And we're done. Wow. Just look at the amount of damage that we're taking. Get rid of both. take 5 points of damage, it is what it is. And next turn we're getting at least some more fire. Some more ember is what I meant to say. Heal, and that frees up all of the other things. Alright, done. Okay, what are we going to do? You're dying anyways. This upgrades the damage substantially. A little bit more health will not make that much of a difference. That makes a lot of difference. 620. Just want to soften her up. And she's dead. Okay. Don't need to overkill. It's alright. Draw a unit and apply 2020. That's not bad. Could be really, really good if we do get a multi-strike unit. A triple strike unit. I'll actually do that. And more space. The morsels are always requiring more space. Or we don't have a draw problem. We oftentimes do have a problem of not being able to play everything, so that is that. Very good. So, do we need to remove cards? Potentially. Merchant of Steel. We don't need to upgrade any of our creatures anymore. That ship has long sail. Trinkets would be good. Do we have cards that we really don't want? It's getting close. Like this one is going to disappear, so we're at 22. Actually, not so much. So the vortex will not help us. This is a free artifact. Yeah, I think we're still going in this direction. Search a card, gain a card. I'm all up for that. What's our worst card that we want to see replaced? We don't have that many bad cards, I will say. Generally okay. Arguably the Tomb. Shade Splitters we can reduce to 1. We do have the Antumbra Assaults to get more. You know what? We're slimming it down with Shade Splitters. And what would we have instead? Maybe a rare Umbra card. Feeding on a morsel 2x times. We don't have enough Ember for that. It's okay. We're definitely at the low end of the deck now. This is fantastic. We already have that, so that will make our first turn much easier. Permanent quickness, super good. Matter of fact, none of that. We can try to purge a card, but really, what would we want to purge? No. Thief. Sweep quick. Attacks before enemy units. And other friendly units on the same floor gain a bonus. Oh wow, that is good. Alright. We have a lot that we pass on them. Just the Atumbra assaults, which wouldn't work, but everything else pretty much on us. So I'm okay with spell shields. Gain quick. Put endless here. Make her stronger and just get a lot of money. That was 300. Oh wow, we are rich now. Multi-strike. That's a big plant if I've ever seen one. Heal over here, and now it's time to upgrade our backline. More cards, more everything. Need more room on the top floor. There we go. I've been asking for more room and we finally got it. Make her quick. That will upgrade the damage a tiny bit. Hit into hit, and that's pretty much it. We can finally kill something, and that means life steal and more damage. I think the life steal we can give down here. That's good. More damage we'll give up here. Substantially more damage, even more damage, and you guessed it, more damage. Okay. Heal up. Everything else is for free. We're not dealing enough damage on this floor, it feels. Very good. So that's already killing some of them. This will give us more Ember next turn. And we're trying our best to get rid of all of them. Final boss. Comes with a spell shield by himself. We're removing that just in case we want to pass something on to him the next time. More of that. Draw more. Even more. Draw more. And get more Ember the next time. Very good. 700, I like it. I will say, can we do that? 999, 1050. Almost that. For next turn we're going to take that. And yeah, we're barely not killing him. Good, he dies. Got even close. Don't need anything. Don't need anything. Duplication of a card. What would that be? Versus... Yeah, I think we're going to take the right hand side. So if we duplicate a card... Could do Morsel Master. We don't have like one win card, is the thing. Let's upgrade a few cards first. And then we can maybe duplicate something. Double stack. No status effects, okay? Spell cost reduction. I think that were a lot of the spells. Maybe we're duplicating the Razor Sharp Edge. That's actually a really good idea. This here could be fine because realistically we're not going through our deck too often. So 33 damage and just remove it afterwards would be good. Double stack is not working for us. We leave it at 2, that's okay. Upgrade the Shade Splitter. Remove those Entumbra Assaults completely then. Would Space Prism, a continuous Space Prism, be something that we'd be interested in, or a Channel Song? I feel we're drawing the cards relatively quick. Space Prism might be something interesting. But is it? Question mark. We're not having a lot of summons. So we're duplicating Razor Sharp Edge. That's pretty damn good. And what are we removing? Channel Song can come in clutch. I think we actually might remove the Tome. Are we? Question mark. Doesn't really make a lot of difference because on the second floor the enemies are typically not dying, and we're not buffing the backline on the second floor, we're buffing the backline on the third floor. And let's look at the trinket. Substantially upgraded our pyre, that's nice. We don't have sting spells, so let's complete that. At the start of a turn, add a common or uncommon morsel to the hand. I think that's good. At the start, no, we're not going to middle floor. Whenever you play a spell that would ascend or descend an enemy, also apply daze. We don't have that, so not 100% sure what I would think about that. We can still take it because, boy, we are rich. Okay, last check. It's unfortunate that you can't re-roll multiple times. Alright, first round we're pretty much on fire. I like it. Get her in. More Samantha gets in. We're taking Channel Stone. That gets us a strong hut. And we're still having 7 fire left over. Well, it is what it is. At least after this turn, really the only thing that is going to happen is we are summoning more. Steel Enhancer. Okay, I'm kind of lacking that extra space on the top floor. Where are the space prisons if we need them? There they are. Finally, Razor Sharp Edge comes in clutch. Kill this guy. And that's a lot of sets on the front line. Kill this guy, just keeping our back line alive here. Our tank alive, is what I meant to say. More of that. This will be a dead. Morsel. Slay. Oh, we don't want them to slay a lot of enemies. Very good. Here you can see how the zap is impeding us. We can't split our damage since the guy is continuously zapping the strength. We will really need to up our game. – 71 hit points, that's a lot of damage. We're going to lose the tank. It is what it is. At this point I'm completely focusing on getting the backline up. damage. Okay. Yeah, she's not dealing any damage, that's the problem. We're just going to gain a bit more. And we'll let her die so that she can be resummoned. There we go, resummoned. 10, 20... That's a bit unfortunate. 24, 44. Good. She's at least going to survive. Couple extra hit points. Man, these guys are hitting hard, so you gotta be careful. Full upgrade of the backline. Ignore her, we can resummon her. It's maybe even beneficial to resummon her. Uh, 30, yeah, no. She's going to die, no matter what. Give me those damage shields, that's what I need. Alternatively, just pure hit points, because we need to survive a couple of hits. Matter of fact, as many as humanly possible. So we're looking at 30, 58, 59, 69. That's basically one iteration. But we got it. Thanks to the 6 damage shields that we put on our Mortal Master, where I mentioned, you know what, I'm not sure if it's needed. It is needed. Because he tanked whilst the triple strikers just killed everything. And Cycling got Covenant rank 10. Deal 3 damage to the back enemy unit when a unit is eaten. That is neat. And we got a new champion, and I think this playthrough almost demands that we're looking deeper into Umbra. By now, you can see, with the exception of the Melting Remains, we pretty much did most of the combinations. And I think next up, we're just going with Umbra first, and then taking something else. I would like to get those little victory cards here. They are neat. We're at level 10. Collection looks good. Melting Remains, I have no idea what these guys are, but that would also be an option to kind of look into Melting Remains and do Hellhorn plus Melting Remains and get that one going so that we have the Hellhorn completely done. I'll figure out what we're going to do in the next time. Thanks a lot for watching. I truly appreciate it, and have a good one. Bye bye.